Hi, and thank you for joining me in that episode of Chad Sports Talk. In case you don't know, my name's Chad, and we take a dive in the world of sports. In this particular episode, we're going to talk about Major League Baseball, as you can tell by my limited collection of jerseys. And with this scenario, I'll kind of go with a something that kind of bucks the trend, really. They kind of take more of a stab towards the traditionalist, the purist of Major League Baseball. Talk about expanded playoffs. Right now, the boys of summer are getting closer to ending that season to find out who plays in that fall classic. And currently, Major League Baseball does the 3 division winners and 2 wild cards, with 2 wild cards playing a single game knockout to find out who takes on the top team in the league. Well, also with that particular setup, even if a team is doing very well, like currently the Los Angeles Dodgers, who are the number 1 wild card, if they win their knockout game, they have to go visit the Giants. So you're already putting your 1-2 teams already facing each other pretty early. So in this particular episode, or scenario, should I say, we're going to look at a 6-team playoff with your top 4 teams all getting home field games initially. But your top 2 seeds are not necessarily your division winners. So that way it kind of helps those particular clubs that are doing really well by playing the same division as another team that's doing really well, a la Giants and Dodgers, in this current setup, our current standings. And we'll kind of take a look at this. I'm going to use the most recent standings, which already has 5 teams already clinched spots, including 1 division winner, Chicago White Sox. And we'll kind of go with that one. This particular scenario could actually work with an expanded league up to 32, which I think has been kind of rumored. I do have a video where I talk about Major League Baseball going to 32 and which 10 cities they should consider. And if they do go to 32, they do that NHL style setup with 4 teams of 8, or go more NFL with 8 teams of 4. Either or, this system will still work with either configuration. So we'll dive right in, and I kind of use the current standings right now at the time of the video. So the top 2 teams in the American League right now are the Rays and Astros. And on the flip side, on the National League, the top 2 teams are the Giants and Dodgers. So you see American League, the top 2 are division leaders. And with the National League, the top 2 teams overall in the league. But then when you get to your 3-4s, or your rest of your setup, your 3-4 in the American League is Boston and Chicago. And Chicago will get the Yankees, and Boston will get Toronto. And then on the National League side, it's Milwaukee and Atlanta. And then Atlanta will get St. Louis, and then Philadelphia will go to Milwaukee. Now, their team's still in the hunt. According to this video, it's like Seattle, Oakland, and Cincinnati and San Diego. But right now, they're kind of still out on the edges. They're still be on the outside looking in. Just like a kid outside of a candy store. Now, with this particular scenario, yes, St. Louis Cardinals are definitely better than the Atlanta Braves in terms of winning percentage. But since the Braves are division winners, they get the home field game. Now, with a wild card series, yes, it is now a series. It's going to be a best-of-3 matchup, but no travel. So that way, it kind of helps eliminate cost. You kind of treat this as an extension series of the regular season. So you can pretty much call it a play-in necessary if you want to kind of look at it that way. And, best of 2. But the second game, the visiting team will get the quote-unquote home status. So they'll get that 9th inning benefit. So they're still leading after 8.5 innings, the game's called. And you just kind of go from there. And then those winners will then face off against the top 2 teams in the divisional series, which is be a best of 5. With your configuration, you could think of that be best for that one. I decided to go 1-2-2, which means that the home team will get, or the top seed will get game 1, the 4 and 5 at home. There may be a different way of doing that to kind of help benefit that, but also got to look at if you're like Team 6, now you're playing 4 games or 3 games away from home. and you haven't gone home yet, so it's like an extended road trip. You want to make sure those lower seeds actually get a couple games at home, which helps their fan bases and it generates some extra money. And then, of course, your league championship series and World Series, of course, the best of 7. And this year gives you about 45 games. I think it came originally calculated 43. Well, you could probably get down to 45 games, just to ensure that there's enough time to play baseball, and you're not extending it too far into possibly going into November. And this will help generate more money for baseball, which is something I think they really want to do. Get more fans interested in the game, because now you got more teams vying for it. Maybe to draw more fans into Tampa Bay. And it should, generate more interest overall into the game. So this will really drive home some of the points of trying to get, those cheeks in the seats, so that way you can generate those funds and help, the teams for the long, especially with their revenue sharing. Plus, you might also increase your TV contract, especially for postseason, because now you add some extra games. So those type of things that baseball can kind of look at to kind of go forward. Maybe with maybe when they expand to 32, they expand the playoffs. Who knows? Strange things have happened, especially in the world of sports. And this is something that I think could be a possibility. I don't think it's on their radar at this present point in time. I think they're still looking at possibly going to 32 first, and then maybe consider the expanded playoffs. Well, this is my take on adding 6 teams, and I think baseball, for them, don't add any more than that. But I think a 6-team playoff is perfect. You get a 3-game wild card series, kind of the extension of the regular series. So instead of a knockout game, it's a best of 3. So you can win 2. You only win two games to get in there, to advance. So I think that could work. But let me know what you think. I'm gonna try to make this really short and sweet this time, for a change, and leave a comment. Give me your 2 cents, and hit that thumbs up for me. Subscribe if you wish. If you subscribe, you get that bell notification, and let you know next time I post a video. And I'll see you next time on Chat Sports Talk.